If you think Davido's late mother was Dr. Adedeji Adeleke's only wife, think again. Nigerians don't throw around the term Yoruba demon lightly. Davido's father basically wrote the handbook back in the 70s with 3 different women, a handful of children, and a flair for keeping everyone guessing. Dr. Adeleke's love life is the stuff of legends. When you hear the name Dr. Adedeji Adeleke, most people immediately think wealth, influence, and of course, the musical prodigy Davido. But for those who know the family, the first thing that pops up into their mind is the man's uncanny ability to juggle not 1, not 2, but 3 wives. And no, this isn't an exaggeration because anyone familiar with the Adeleke family knows it's a tradition. The Adeleke family is living proof of the saying that apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Davido, his brothers, his uncles, and his father all seem to have taken the spread your roots wide motto very seriously. Just like Davido has several baby mamas, he was only following in footsteps of his father, Dr. Adedeji Adeleke, a pattern that hardly surprised anyone in the family. Today, we are ignoring Davido, his uncles, and his brothers, and then zooming in on the main man, Dr. Adedeji Adeleke. Keeping track of all his wives and kids is basically like following a Nollywood family drama where every episode comes with a surprise cameo, but don't worry, we will break it all down properly so you won't get lost in the Adeleke labyrinth. Nicholas Adeleke. Nicholas Ayola Adeleke, the official first son of Dr. Adedeji Adeleke, landed on Earth on October 15, 1979. Back in his university days in America, young Deji Adeleke was the classic Yoruba demon prototype, where the term even existed. While others were reading textbooks, Deji was busy reading the language of love, and that's how Judy entered the picture. Their love produced his first son, Nick and Ashley. Before life did what life usually does, scatter small, Judy still proudly bears the Adeleke name online. Nobody is even sure if Judy and Deji officially tied the knot or if it was just a we move situation. But one thing Niger people can confirm, when it came to taking care of his kids, Deji didn't fumble. Even though the children stayed with their mother abroad, school fees and upkeep were dropping like fresh Naira notes at an Owambe. Nick himself grew into a calm private man. Basically, the opposite of a typical Adeleke headline grabber. By 20, he was already inside his father's Pacific Holdings empire, sitting on the board like someone that was born to approve budgets and sign big checks. But as they say, apple no dey fall far from the tree. Nick, like his father, also knows how to sprinkle a little global citizen romance. He became a father of 2 boys, each with a different woman, one mixed race, the other with an American mom. Nigerians will just shake their heads and say, he done the run in the bloodline. Now Nick is engaged to another American babe who is already rocking a ring that can blind village people from Oshobo to Atlanta. He even turned up as his famous half-brother's Miami wedding with his fiancée looking every bit like next in line for his own Adeleke destination wedding somewhere in Ete. You can almost hear aunties gossiping. Deji don born pikin wey dey follow him exact footsteps. Truly, when it comes to love and legacy, the Adeleke men don't just pass down wealth, they pass down vibes. Ashley Adeleke. Ashley Adeleke, popularly known as Coco, is the first daughter of billionaire businessman Dr. Adedeji Adeleke, born on April 25, 1981. She now lives in America and is passionate about plant-based healthy living. In May 2019, she shared a rare video of her mother, Judy, trying slutty vegan burgers. For the first time, Coco, who turns 44 this year, favors her mother's look and physique and has had a long journey with her weight, sometimes appearing fuller in photos, other times slimmer. Although she spends most of her time with her mother in Atlanta, Coco married Caleb Adedeji in May 2016 at an extravagant white wedding at the Palazzo Versace in Dubai. The couple met at a friend's party, and the union has produced a son. Ashley Coco is also a brilliant businesswoman. She serves as executive director at her father's company, Pacific Holdings, and is third in line on its board of directors. She was recently spotted at Davido's Miami wedding looking stunning, proving that while she enjoys the luxuries of life, she also embodies elegance, intelligence, and style in equal measure. Sharon Adeleke. Sharon Adeleke Ademifo was born on March 29, 1987, to the late Dr. Veronica Imaid and Dr. Adedeji Adeleke. It is unknown how long they dated before they gave birth to Sharon, but they were unmarried. Sharon came a good 4 to 5 years before her famous younger brother Davido, giving her just enough seniority to remind him that Big Sis will always be Big Sis, no matter how many stadiums he sells out. Life didn't exactly hand Sharon a fairy tale childhood. Her mother passed when she was only 15, and Davido was about 10 or 11. In true Niger style, she turned grief into grit, later posting a Mother's Day shout-out in 2020 that sounded like something every Nigerian child with a strict but loving mom could relate to. You could almost hear the auntie saying that woman really raised her well before she went to rest. And let's be honest, in a family where the men are known for having their own chapter and verse with multiple women, Sharon grew up with a front row seat to billionaire-style family dynamics. Fast forward to September 1, 2013, Sharon carried the Adeleke name straight to Miami, Florida, for a wedding that looked like an owambe with palm trees. She married Yomi Adimefo in a ceremony so elegant it could make even Lagos Island society women whisper, God when. Today, the couple is blessed with 3 beautiful children, basically Adeleke grandkids with Miami swag and Yoruba bloodline bragging rights. But Sharon isn't just sitting pretty as billionaire daughter turned society wife. No be small thing, she is the creative boss behind Rona Wig Studio, where she makes hair pieces so flawless, even your village people would suspect juju. The wigs are so well crafted that if you wear one to Sunday service, ushers will be tempted to ask if it's natural. And just when you think she's all glitz and hair go, Sharon pulls the ultimate power move. She sits as fourth in the line of the board of Pacific Holdings. In Adeleke land, that's like being on the VIP table of family power brokers. While her brothers might be the noisy headline grabbers, Sharon is the quiet hurricane, balancing billionaire board meetings with bedtime stories for 3 kids. Typical Niger big sister energy, less drama, more strategy, and a weak game that could cause traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge. Adewale Adeleke, aka Chairman HKN, came into the Adeleke dynasty with the kind of entrance that would make a Nollywood director shout, cut and print. Born on December 11, 1988 to Grace Ajonwa, fondly known as Auntie Grace Adewale, was the product of Dr. Adedeji Adeleke's extracurricular activities while he was still with Sharon's late mother. Nigerians would simply raise their brows and whisper Yoruba demon levels international standard. Despite the scandal-worthy backstory, the Adeleke family didn't turn it into a daily episode of Telemundo. Auntie Grace later married someone else and had 2 more daughters, but Adewale never lacked the billionaire child privileges. In fact, Sharon's late mother welcomed him like a true Niger big mama, proving that sometimes blended families can shock even the village gossips. Adewale himself even posted a throwback picture showing that the woman accepted him fully, like she knew Pikin no dey carry the father's wahala for head. Only a year younger than Sharon and a few years older than Davido, Adewale grew up sandwiched between siblings who were already destined for headlines. but he held his own, becoming both low-key and flamboyant, a rare combo only a proper Lagos big boy can pull off. Every September, he makes sure to celebrate Auntie Grace with Instagram posts that will have other mothers side-eyeing their sons. In 2021, he even dropped a Rolex on her wrist. Nigerian moms everywhere took notes. See, as another woman's son, they behave. When it came to love, Chairman HKN did not disappoint. He married his longtime girlfriend, Ekanem Eyoita, in a two-phase wedding rollout that was pure Adeleke luxury. First up, a traditional wedding in Calabar in December 2019 that could make Effie Kings nod in approval. Second stop, a white wedding in Abu Dhabi in February 2020 that had people calculating flight tickets with tears in their eyes. Their couple now has 2 children, a daughter and a son, whom they welcomed in September 2024, solidifying the next generation of Adeleke soft life. Professionally, Adewale is no small boy. He executive produced Davido's 2012 debut album Omo Baba Olowo, basically helping his younger brother claim his global superstar crown. He is also a co-owner of HKN Records and sits pretty as the 5th executive director of Pacific Holdings. Whether he is gifting Rolexes or quietly running their family empire, Adewale has mastered the Adeleke recipe: small controversy, plenty of money, and vibes that keeps both gossip blogs and accountants busy. David Adeleke. Finally, we arrive at the Adeleke family's youngest and the loudest export, David Adeleke, the one the world knows simply as Davido. By the time he showed up on November 21, 1992 in Atlanta, Georgia, his parents' love story was already looking like a Nollywood plot with multiple sequels. Some aunties still swear that the late Dr. Veronica Ahmed Adeleke decided to stamp her name on Dr. Deji's life with a final exclamation mark, because with the way side chicks and baby mamas were hovering, only a child like Davido could permanently mark territory. Dr. Veronica was no regular mom. She was a singer, a doctor, and a lecturer at Babcock University. Basically, the kind of overachiever that makes other parents whisper, "God, when?" A photo of her in a wedding dress finally surfaced years later during Davido's Miami wedding to Choma, showing little David looking about 6 or 7, while his father was there giving full young billionaire in his late 30s vibes. Sadly, she passed away a few years after, and that's when Davido became the official last-born of the nation's pampered like chilled malt in a cooler. The boy was born to shine, whether in Atlanta or Lagos. Davido's energy was louder than a Lagos bus conductor at 6 a.m. But when he decided to ditch Oakwood University in Alabama, where he was supposed to be studying business management from music, his father nearly pressed the Adeleke emergency button. Billionaire Deji, who rates education almost as high as money itself, was not here for "I want to sing" stories. But when Davido's stubbornness met his father's wallet, Babcock University got a shiny new music department and studio for just 4 students, including the OBO himself. That investments even came with bonus destiny. It's where Davido met Choma. Fast forward to today, and the man is both superstar family man, married to Choma with twins born in Atlanta in October 2023, just a year after the heartbreaking loss of their son, Ifeanyi. Of course, true to his serial baby daddy rep, Davido has 3 other children, Ahmed, Haley, and Dawson, because apparently their delicate DNA refuses to stay put in one crib. Yet through all the baby mama headlines and sold-out shows, Deji Adeleke has worked behind the scenes like a quiet conductor, making sure his children from 3 different women love and respect one another like they all came from the same womb. Sharon has taken that baton seriously, organizing annual family holidays and keeping the Adeleke siblings tight-knit. Only in a Naija billionaire household can you find this much drama and still end up with family group charts that actually work. So if you enjoyed the video, quickly hit the subscribe button and like this video before this video comes to an end. Make sure you don't miss what's coming up next. right here on your screen. There is a video ready for you to watch, and trust me, you do not want to skip it. Just click on it now. Yes, go ahead and tap it so you can jump straight into the next video we have prepared for you. Don't wait until this video ends because it will go away. Click now and I will see you in the next video.